this week's episode of Taking the Fun Road.
Well, the plan is to go camping over in Natchez this weekend because they opened the 410 Pass after the winter. But after replacing the front drive shaft last weekend, we got the matching rear drive shaft to replace in the Jeep. So took out the old drive shaft, and as it was a little bit stuck, might have required a hammer. Went to put the new drive shaft in, and the wrong one got sent. So we are waiting on UPS to deliver the correct rear drive shaft so we can put it in. But it's delayed right now. So we shall just have to see when it gets here. So we might leave Saturday, or we might just take a day trip on Sunday. But either way, I'm going to the grocery store to get the last of the food we need, because no matter what, we got to eat. And then we're just going to play it by ear. I figure this is a good learning experience for when we go on longer, more elaborate trips, because inevitably things come up and you have to learn to deal with them. So that's what we're going to do. So we're up this morning. It's around 8:30. The drive shaft isn't supposed to come until Monday night now, so things have been a little tense around here. I proposed that we go play this weekend anyway with the truck, so we're loading up. We'll see how it goes. I currently don't even really want to go, so yeah. Starbucks, adventure, in the truck.
Yep, truck weekend.
This is the cockpit of my 2014 Ford F-150, so guess who's in the driver's seat today?
Not me.
Probably won't be very much video in that case.
We're now at the top of Chinook Pass, 5,435 feet. This is our awesome, beautiful driver handling these kind of crazy conditions in the big black truck. There's GPS and more fog.
We're gonna explore the Chinook Scenic Byway today, all the way up to Bumping Lake and beyond it to Copper City. It's a ghost town, an old copper mining town. The truck's getting some love this weekend, and we got to bring the kayaks. It's a little chilly right now, but maybe later we'll get to take them out on the lake. We've switched seats now so that we actually get video footage. No, I take that back. He did take some video when we were going over Chinook Pass in the snow. Well, there wasn't snow on the road though, just on the sides. Now we're heading up Bumping River Road towards Bumping Lake. If you go beyond that, you'll make it to a ghost town or some other little tiny lakes. There's a lot of stuff up here, according to the guy at GPS. We'll see what goes through. We found gravel and dirt and this cool little tiny one-lane bridge. Here's the view of the water from the bridge we just crossed over. I think this bridge has seen better days. And then if you go to the other side, it's beautiful clear water. Found this campsite right above that waterfall. We are headed out to Copper City Ghost Town up this 4-wheel drive trail. I stepped in the mud. It's gunky. I need to drive the Jeep up this. It's a fun little off-road trail.
To a ghost town.
There's the old bunkhouse from the ghost town. So here we are at the site of Copper City Ghost Town.
This is getting pretty big because it
It's way back there.
go way back.
So, standing in the middle of what used to be the processing mill. There's the bunkhouse and a four-wheel drive trail up. Spin around this way. We ran into these rigs who came up here, and then the trail continues on up the hill.
So here we're stopped for lunch, grilling up some broths, trying out some new storage containers. Truck's kind of a mess. It's kind of a last minute thing because parts didn't show up for the Jeep. But nonetheless, here we are.
It's raining outside, so it is a lunch in the truck kind of day. Bon appetit! We brought moldy buns.
No, they're healthy. It's penicillin.
So this is how you improvise.
And you got moldy buns.
And you got moldy buns. Is you use the whole wheat bread that you brought instead. I forgot a chip clip. So I made a chip clip out of my unicorn ring that I always keep in the truck because you never know when you're going to need a unicorn ring. This one's for you, Cousin Kevin. Would you like to say anything to the peoples?
Hello, peoples. It's coffee time, and it's a bit nippy out here.
How do you know that?
I checked. It's got this code.
We went up by Bumping Lake and looked around and saw some really cool stuff.
Ghost Town.
Yeah, Ghost Town. And a really big waterfall. And
lunch.
had lunch, and it rained. So now we're headed back down and farther east towards Cliffdale. And then up into the mountains on the other side. We're hoping that this wet stuff that's falling from the sky will be falling farther east.
And we need more gas.
And we need gas. But if not, we have a tarp and a plan. Just wait and see. Up here in the forest above Natchez. And wow, it is really crowded up here. There are people camped everywhere. And then we stumbled upon this super awesome spot up a dirt side road that was empty. So we are taking it. So here's this cool campsite that we found up a dirt road off Little Natchez Road. It's a fire pit, a little bench. It's right on this little teeny tiny creek right here. The bridge across to the other side. And trails. All sorts of trails back in here. And it's too bad Henry's not here. He would absolutely love this. We're gonna pin this on the Gaia app so we remember it. Here is our lovely bed for the night. The super comfortable 6-inch memory foam mattress and real bedding. Cause yeah, why not? So here's our camp all set up. We have the kitchen under the cover, the fire with the lovely warm chairs, and then our tent over here with a real mattress, not too far from the fire. Since we're actually sleeping in a ground tent, to remember to put all the food and water in the truck tonight. I don't want any visitors.
We got a little stir fry, some chicken and carrots and zucchini and some rice. I'm actually going to turn it into fried rice here in a minute. Scramble an egg in there.
A tent, a ground tent with a real mattress is fantastic. I slept great. Now there's a nice warm fire and chairs and coffee brewing. It's going to be a great day. What do we got cooking?
Cheesy egg and sausage breakfast burritos.
Good morning. Yesterday might not have started out very great, as you obviously saw, but after getting away from the norm and back out into the woods, things got great. Now this morning, things are fantastic and we're having a good time. So I'm really glad that we came. We were talking around the campfire about how the pull of the wilderness is so natural, that being outside and living with less is so right to us. And I think that's part of the reason why we get along so well, because we both have the same pull. But anyway, the wilderness has made it all wonderful, and we are going to have another adventure day. So we'll see you out there. So I came up this gravel road trying to find a gravel route over and back to our side of the mountain. But we just hit 5,000 feet. And if you pan around, you'll see it's snowing now. And just all of a sudden, the road is snowed, and we're in Fitzwilliam right now, who has no winch, and we have a tow strap and stuff, but no real recovery. So we're going to turn and go back down the other way. It is snowing now in 33 degrees, so no more go. It's the first time I've kayaked fully clothed with tennis shoes and everything, because it's 46 degrees on Bumping Lake, but you can't take the kayaks and not use them. Check out those mountains behind me. Some rugged country up there. Just paddling through the shallow areas, keeping in the little lagoons. This is the third lagoon, because it's kind of breezy out on the main lake, and it's only 46 degrees. We totally missed videoing it, but we got stuck and had to climb out of our kayaks on that stump and then back in them on the other side. It's really cold out here, so I'm gonna stop. Another tailgate brought barbecue for lunch. Another lunchtime in the car, because again it's sprinkling. I'm trying my brat on one of the keto everything bagels instead of bread. I hope it's tasty, but it's too hot to eat right now. Coming back over Chinook Pass. One more stop for coffee on the way home. We went up Forest Service Road 70, and we think that this is the other end of the gravel road that we started on earlier that got too snowy. So this is where we would have come out. So when it gets a little bit warmer, we're going to try and go from here all the way up and over the top to the east side and camp along the way.